8 petrol stations are sealed by the Department of Petroleum Resources in Enugu, southeast Nigeria, for tampering with the approved pump price of PMS. The sanctions are part of a routine surveillance by the DPR, which has visited 20 petrol stations already in the state as part of its clampdown on marketers going against the rule.
We noticed a lot of irregularities. Some stations were selling above the recommended price band, which is 162.50 to 165 naira. Actually, what we did was to ask them to revert, the ones that are not compliant to revert, and the ones that are not willing to do so were sealed.
Same scenario plays out in Kwara State in the north central. The DPR hammer comes down on 5 stations within the Ilorin metropolis for offences ranging from overpricing, under-dispensing and absconding from their duty posts.
The consumers need to watch out, make sure that they are not shortchanged, value for money, and what is displaying on the pump and the price bar is exactly what they are referring to their tanks. I think that's my advice for the buyers and for the operators. Of course, they know the consequences of any infraction we find them wanting with. So all they advise them is to play the role according to the game. Yes, they are to make profit, but they cannot make profit at the detriment of the majority.
In the northwest, petrol stations in the Kaduna state capital are selling above the government's approved price, as discovered by the head of monitoring, Ibrahim Yahaya, who warns marketers that such unwholesome practices will attract severe sanctions.
We have been checking their underground storage tanks. And recently, if you remember, our director launched a downstream monitoring and regulation of product in stock level, real time. So they cannot hold. If they do, we are going to see them, because using that software or using that application, we'll be able to track people that have product and they are not selling. And by that, we give you a non-compliance notice which will result to sanctioning that particular company.
10 filling stations across Bauchi State in the northeast will have to pay 100,000 naira fine per pump to the DPR to have their stations unsealed as punishment for selling fuel above 162 naira per litre.
We went around through all the 20 local governments to make sure that we have total compliance. Some of them, they were selling above pump price. As you can see, this is one of the stations which we find they were selling at 170 naira per litre. So because of that, we have shut them down and we are going to penalize them. They must pay fine.
For stations yet to be visited by the DPR, the agency says this is a warning that there will be heavy sanctions on any marketer that flouts the rules, as it will not allow consumers to be shortchanged.